All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Sunseti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Sunseti YouTube page, dynamic page. Y'all know what it is, Black Power energy and frequency. You feeling that energy and frequency, you should most definitely become a member. The link is right down in the video description. It is also in the chat. Click that link, join, and you'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Sunseti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Sunseti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies for the kings, queens, and the children, African and Kemetic jewelry for the family, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house, 25% off selected items at this time. Shop and save and shop, family. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 1,000 videos on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation, one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarah Sunseti website. Join today. That's right, family. SETI, keep it popping on Patreon, BPC, making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams, too raw for YouTube. I dropped 2 fire presentations this evening. Get over there, check it out, go up and down and see the treasure chest of African wisdom that cannot be compared to by no other website on the planet. Become a patron today and get those jewels and gems. And most definitely subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Sunseti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. And you ain't coming back, nigga. All right. Here we go, family. Is the U.S. headed to war with Iran over Israel, so-called Israel, in Palestine, so-called Palestine? And so they when they named that one, goddamn it, they expose exactly where they from. You see, they from Palestine, and it sounds like the cousin of Frankenstein. You see, Frankenstein, Palestine. You see, they all, come out the same, bloodline. You see, and so, we see that these imperialist nations no longer have the clutches like they used to. They got to come down on the land and take it again. You see, but you got all these peep squeaks now. You got Britain, you got France. They ain't what they used to be. They ain't what they used to be. Somebody gonna get their ass to business. That's really what it boiled down to. They got one nation on the planet, the United States of America, that if any one of them really get down to the get down, that they're gonna have to come over there and help them. You see, so this is where we stuck, because where's our stake in the game? Where's our stake? What the fuck we gonna get out of it by going over here fighting? You gonna go over here, and the Israelis won't even let a nigga stay in the nation. They kicking Eritreans and Ethiopians because them niggas believe that shit. They believe it. They believe in Solomon and Makeda. You see, they believe it. You understand? They believe that, and I've been busting that shit up. You see, y'all not gonna get away with that no more. For a long time I was confused, and until I continue to study. You see, until I continue to study. and shit started falling into place. I'm telling you what I know. Because the first thing, they cleared it up for me. You see that the lie. See, the lie of Ethiopia. See, y'all think I'm hating on them. I'm not hating. I'm telling the truth. See, when a motherfucker tell the truth, then motherfuckers don't want to, let me just tell the truth. These are thoughts I had. But this took me a while after getting taught by the master teachers. And it caused me, and I love all my teachers. And and they have all given me truth. But you develop now. You develop. No matter what nobody tell you, gonna continue to develop, and you might not always see eye to eye. You see, but that does not take away from the fact it was these teachers that lit that fire. You see, they lit that fire. If it had not been for these teachers, it would not have been no fire lit. Wouldn't have been no stairs. They established them first layers of stone on the pyramid. You see what I'm saying? And without those stones, there can't be no pyramid. You on top of that, original level. You understand that foundation? You see, so it's not, so we always pay homage, but we have to understand something that, which I keep bringing up. I say, damn, the ancient Ethiopia. See, this is what clears the shit up. The ancient Ethiopia is the Sudan, and I have to keep reiterating that. And so that, and so many of these Cro-Magnon Neanderthals wrote that in there. In them early 1900 books, them 1800 books. They say it's Nubia. They say it's Sudan. You see? And then you see that, that Egypt is the brother. See, that's critical. That's critical because you don't even get that in the Western academia, that Egypt and Nubia is brothers. See, in the Bible, they brothers. See? And when you listen in the Bible, they move in confederation. You see? They move as a confederation. And see, I'm going to bring that up. The confederation, see, that's different. Showing you not only do they say, okay, these are the Africans, but even when they click up and go to war, they go to war with each other. They show you. That this is not just, this is a federation of families that, you know what I'm saying? And so when they said that, when they made the Nubians and they wrote in there that Ethiopia, Kush was the Sudan, they fucked up right there. If you ever seen Minister Society, remember when he had old boy in there and he had him in the interrogation room. What's that old who played in the Predator? That black man. And he had the bald head. What's his name? And he was the interrogator. And then he was asking him all them questions and shit because to trip him up. You see what I'm saying? And he asked him a question. He kept asking him questions till he stopped. Not Larry Fishburne. No, I'm talking about the menace to society. Bill Dukes. That's right. Bill Duke. And when he started slipping up on he said, you done fucked up, don't you? Yeah, you done fucked up, don't you? You see, that's what the point is. They knew that, at that time that, they looked at Egypt and they didn't have no veneration for Egypt. Then when Napoleon and them went in there and they really come to find out that Egypt was the source of all civilization, they say, God damn it, we got to change this shit. We got to change this shit. The Jews created the Talmud. They couldn't even find and see because, and they still fucking up. You see, they still fucking up. Because even in the Talmud, they say that Canaan was a Negro. Say that he was, today that they are called Negroes. They say that in the Talmud. So they still, you know, acknowledging that the African, the Negro, however you want to, is the rightful owner of the land. He's even then. So you tripping because you trying to explain it. You say, no, these ain't the niggas. No, it's the Canaanites is the niggas. They the niggas. Yeah, this is where the nigga come from, right here. Yeah. Yeah, Bill Duke, the man. He be cutting into their ass. You understand what I'm saying? These the niggas, the Canaanites. And it says that they cursed him black, but then you got Ham that's black. You see, that's his name means black. Then you got the Ethiopian, he black. In Ethiopia, Cush is the oldest brother. See, that's another critical thing that the Bible states, that Ethiopia was the elder brother. That's also correct. See, so when we don't, you know, if you ain't mastered it, motherfuckers, you understand, they say, oh, fuck the Bible. Yeah, as a whole, but there's it's gems in there that you got to pull out. You ain't got to throw the whole goddamn, as they say, throw the baby away with the bathwater. You ain't got to do that. You know, just like Dr. Clark say, nigga, you peel the orange, you squeeze the juice, get the juice, and you throw the peel away. You don't keep the peel and the leftovers and shit. You don't do that. You throw that away. And so this is what they did when you know, had given that critical information. You see, had given that critical information. And now today, you see, we are looking at, you know, the carnage of what used to be. We're looking at the carnage, or you're looking all across North Africa. You see, and how they disrespectful. And people don't, you see, and we got to look at what's going on in Palestine is going on in Sudan. I don't want to see, this is why I'm having this. You understand? We're having for what you think going on in Niger? What you think going on in Niger? You see, as the French niggas say, Niger. You know, they put the J in there. You understand? Niger. You see, they you know, for our French niggas, Niger. You see, don't mean Niger, Niger. You see, you got to put the J in there. Ain't no goddamn J until the 6th century, 16th century, and here they talking about some Niger. You understand what I'm saying? And it come from Latin, which means goddamn is nigger. Ain't no damn J into the you know, the J didn't have a sound until the damn 16th century. So when the Romans wrote Niger, it's pronounced just like it's supposed, nigger. That's what it's pronounced. You see? And so when you look at what's going on in Palestine, you the same shit going on in Sudan, the same shit going on in Niger, in Burkina Faso, in Mali. They didn't lay waste to Mali. Ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody. You think I give a goddamn about what's going on up there? This is just to show you the greater, all them goddamn wars. It's connected. It's the same goddamn war. Now, like I say, what's crazy, and the word is condominium, many of them Arabs up there rule many African nations with the British, with the French. They rule together. So, you know, you got the Egyptians, them same wicked motherfuckers over there in Egypt today. Same ones. They ruled the Sudan together jointly. And so what they call that is a condominium. You see, so you'll see some of them where they say Anglo-Saxon or Anglo-Egyptian, Anglo-Egypto, Sudan. Let me see if I got that in there. See, there, let me throw that in there. There you go, right there. Think I give a goddamn about a guy. You see? So you see down there where it say Sudan, Anglo-Egyptian. You see, that's a condominium. That means it's ruled jointly by the Egyptians and the British. You see, you can see here where, the British is running Egypt. You see here the protectorate of Aden. See, then you see the what is that? Oman, but all of this is Oman. But the British named that Oman. It wasn't even no Oman over there. The British named that. They created Bahrain, all of that shit. You don't see that over there. So the British created that whole shit over there, like Disneyland, and renamed it. You see? And so you see even Algeria, you see, the French. And so that's where literally was what they do is, and I see why Niger, and they needed to have Badahum, whatever his name is. Let me get his name. Put that motherfucker who they locked up in, so I could see his spelling. And the Arab, he was an Arab that was in ahead of Niger. The president, the so-called president of Niger, he was an Arab. He was from Libya. His family was from Libya, and I did the research, and they had always been in league with the French. That's why they put him in there, because they knew he was going to keep the gates open for the French. You see what I'm saying? That's the Palestinian. Bazoum. But okay, thank you for putting that in there. Bazoum. Yeah. So that's the Palestinian. Yeah. You can call him whatever the fuck you want. You drop his ass and he's a Palestinian. You drop him, he's an Egyptian. So what they do is they get their nigger buffers, you see, and they send them down there, but they are the hands that rock the cradle. You see, Libya, Egypt, Algeria, yeah. Them is the Arabs that, and you talk about Mali, and they didn't literally turn Mali into a wasteland. I say, damn, man, why did they let them? I mean, they didn't literally turn Mali into a wasteland. I say, man, this shit is crazy. And you got these niggas over there, ECOWAS. And you know what? When them nigga Arabs was over there destroying Mali and all them, the smaller nations, and I even heard the so-called, and I don't give a goddamn, that the Fulani was over there beefing with the Dogon. Now I do know that the Fulani is Islamic. I believe so. Okay, I might be, normally I'm in when I throw my darts, I'm damned if I don't hit bulls, I'm close. I'm gonna get some points. You see what I'm saying? And so as we talk about the The Fulani, that's one of those Islamic, Islamic groups. And they want to be elitists. You see? So those ones that's Muslim, they get financing and this, that, and the third to attack. So they can spread more Islam. Arab, not even Islam, Arabism. They don't give a goddamn Arabism. They want to get more land so they can get more resources. You see, deeper and deeper into Southern Africa. This is what's happening. You see? And so here, they got a particular area where where you got the Arab and the white man fighting, and not just there, other areas. And then in the United States, really, but the master, the Jew master didn't call them. They didn't call them. They got 2 goddamn aircraft carriers over there. You see what I'm saying? That's a hell of a show of force. Now, if you bring 1 over there, that's one thing. Now you got 2 out there. You see, you brought 2 because it's looking like it might go down. You see what I'm saying? And normally what they do, because when you start bringing shit, it take a minute to move that shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it. They talking about is about 2,000 soldiers on standby. Now, if you hear them up that number and they start moving, because it take money. It take money. You see what I'm saying? It take money to move shit. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't just move, equipment and logistics and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's causing you to move. You don't want to get caught off guard and the shit go down and you ain't got the equipment, you ain't got the technology, you see? Yeah. You ain't got the technology and this, that, and the third that you need. And so they start moving it in slowly but surely. If you see in the next few days that they starting to pull more equipment and you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth, then they expecting that it's gonna get ugly. You see? Now, what I wanted to say, because like I say, I kind of got ahead of myself when I was talking about the Ethiopian thing. You see? And how for me, some things that just not adding up. They need it, and I'm just gonna say what it is. Because I'm seeing a lot of videos where people's is putting up where you get some of these, you got Somalians and some Ethiopians. I'm gonna look deeper into it where they say they're not African. They're not African. We're gonna be moving tonight, family. Just stay put. Just stay put. We gonna drop some more sign. We ain't just. We're gonna go to bed right tonight with some knowledge and some wisdom. See, and so they understood that they had made Egypt and Ethiopia and all of this. They made it African. They made Egypt the brother of Ethiopia, but people got to understand it's the Sudan. You see what I'm saying? Nah, and this is what niggas don't understand about the Coptics. It's the same thing. And Dr. Chancellor Williams brought that up about the mixed breeds. We got to talk about that. You got the Coptics in Egypt. They use them, say they the last stage of the ancient Egyptian. Then these niggas, the Medunetta niggas, they, and when you see a Coptic, you see an Arab. They say they ain't Arab, but that's what they is. And they the last stage of the ancient Egyptian. And anybody that look and see a Coptic today know damn well it's an Arab. Then you got the Ethiopian. See, they need to fill that gap because they didn't say too much about Ethiopia. So if you don't know that it's Sudan and you turn and look today and you see Ethiopia and you can see some dark skinned ones, but they ain't gonna show you them ones out there in the outback some goddamn where. You see what I'm saying? They got all the traditions of the ancients out there. No, they ain't gonna show. They're gonna show you one, what we know of as the Ethiopian today. They can get mad all they want because they roll with this shit. So now we have to dig in their chest. And so, so they say, okay, we the Ethiopian. No, you're not. You're not the ancient Ethiopian. And you know what? And this is what made me say, you know what? There's an agenda going on here. Yeah, they're not African. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? It's like, nigga, you got a wire? That's some, the fuck is you talking about? Oh, so all the, Egypt, they trying to use them niggas to steal our history. Yeah, let's talk, nah. Yeah, they trying to use them niggas to steal our history. You know why? Let me watch this. I'm asked this question. Yeah. Asked it. Yeah, it is. They got they love to say that Habeshas and all of this shit. And I said, okay, yeah, this is how I know. Because Ethiopia, the word Ethiopia is Greek. Listen to me. So when I say Ethiopia, I'm saying this is who the Greeks meant. The Greeks were the first people to use it. And all the definitions that I got from it, they don't change it. It's Sudan. So if the Ethiopia of today, listen to me, and you make sense of it, and I want any motherfucker out there to bring forth any information to say anything different than what I'm saying. If Ethiopia of today is ancient, as they say it is, why are they using the Greek terminology Ethiopia for their land? What is the ancient name of that land? Because it shouldn't be Ethiopia, because that's Greek. That's Greek. Now, it was Abyssinia. Now, I know that's rooted in Habeshas. You see? I know that's rooted in Habesha. But, that's better than, And so I'm thinking to myself, as I start to think, I say, well, damn, they got these ancient languages. You see? The Geese, and you understand what I'm saying? And all, yeah. So why would you change it from Abyssinia to Ethiopia? And you know what? When I thought about the British creating all these motherfucking nations, Lebanon, Jordan, They was going to name Iraq Mesopotamia. They was going to name Iraq Mesopotamia. Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine. I say, ain't this a bitch? Man, these Jews is a motherfucker, man. They done rewrote, they done made this whole damn landmass like Disneyland. You see what I'm saying? They used them as a means to steal our fucking history from us. Ain't no way you ancient as you say you is, and you gonna change your name from Abyssinia to Ethiopia? No, that was so that you could. They needed because you didn't. They didn't went in here and said that Ham was black. But Ethiopia was Sudan, not the Ethiopia today. And matter of fact, even though the Greeks called it Ethiopia, the Nubians ain't never changed. They never adopted the name. They never adopted that name. They never adopted the name. Now they adopted Nubian, but they never adopted Ethiopia. They never adopted. They got names within their own language that they identify with. You see what I'm saying? The Queen of Sheba is as real. You say Dr. Ben said Abyssinia was a derogatory name for Ethiopia. Well, you know what? Abyssinia very well may be derogatory, but Ethiopia ain't as, it's just, you're burnt. You see what I'm saying? That ain't, and that's my teacher, but I had to say that. It's Greek. It ain't got nothing. It's burnt face. It's Greek. It's a foreign word. It has nothing to do with the original. It's just like Africa. It's foreign. It's Greek. It's Roman. You understand? A lot of people say, that it and I'm okay with it saying, because geography is geography. I don't have to use everything to, if it's Africa, it's out. I'm all right with that. You see what I'm saying? That's the name, and the energy and the frequency in which we speak it is totally than frequency from outside peoples. So I understand the frequency, just like nigga, and I understand the frequencies in what we speak. You see what I'm saying? It goes beyond just etymology. You see what I'm saying? But I understand here what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Because, if you're ancient, then you should be speaking in your own language. It shouldn't be no Ethiopias and none of that. None of that. That's Greek. There's no way. You see, what is the original name? You see? And so for me, they adopted Ethiopia so that they could be used to it's almost like a misdirection, because if you ain't doing no research and you don't understand Sudan is the ancient Ethiopia in the Bible and what the Greeks was talking about, then you will assume that the modern Ethiopia is the Ethiopia they talking about in the Bible, and it's not. It's not. Okay? The Kandakis, what they say, Candace Queen, Kandaki, that's in Nubia. That's in Nubia. You see? Candice. Kandaki Queen, Candice. That's in Nubia. You see? So this is, we got to say what it is. It's a misdirection. Okay, we the Ethiopia in the Bible. We're not Africans. Yeah, our brothers is the Habashas and this that no. Can't let you do it, nigga. Can't let you do it. Yeah. They say Joe going into Israel. Well, they better keep some of them iron domes over there. You understand what I'm saying? Because they might try to get old Joe. You know he can't run too fast. So they better keep them iron domes. They better get a whole bunch of them motherfuckers. Because they be shooting them motherfucking missiles off so many of them that it overpower that motherfucker. They shooting damn near 200 missiles at a time. So I'm gonna tell you now, and I'm gonna stay on them. And at any point in time, they want to deal with that, I deal with it with them, because I'm speaking on truth. I'm not speaking because you know what I'm saying. I got any, but we got to defend the gates. You understand what I'm saying? We have to close and padlock the motherfucking gates and quit letting these motherfuckers in, or we ain't gonna never have shit. You see what I'm saying? This is how they stealing the land. This is how they stealing the goddamn land. You see? They don't be careful. They gonna I hope they get over there. They've been trying to kidnap Joe. They better have it. That's why you know what? And that's why they probably sent them goddamn aircraft carriers over there, because they knew he was he going over there. You see, and if he touched down on the ground, I know they're gonna be doing operations. They ain't just letting them damn planes sit up on them damn aircraft carriers. They running operations over there. They flying them motherfuckers all through the air. You see what I'm saying? Family, we got one more for the evening. Don't you go nowhere. Come right black. We're going to turn up for the last presentation of the night. We're going to talk about it. Come on, black. This is General Sarah Soon said. He said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.